welcome back to my channel. Thanks for joining along. So today I'm going to show you how to apply a Pixie Pass or any of the other overlay designs to any card you have. Here I'm going to do my husband's annual pass. Look at how naked it looks. So this is what it looks, mine looks like with the original Pixie Pass. For those of you that follow me on Instagram, you may know I suck and I lost my husband's annual pass just before Christmas when we went in Pooh Corner. Don't lose your annual pass. If you lose your annual pass, Disneyland charges $20 to replace this piece of plastic if they do not find it. If they find it, they don't charge you, but if you don't pick it up within 24 hours, they shred it. So I got a replacement. Luckily, they found it in Pooh Corner, so I didn't have to pay the $20. But look at how naked his pass is. So we are going to jazz up his pass. It took him a while to decide what he wanted to do. His other pass had the black and gold. It's kind of hard to see in this lighting. The black and gold Pixie Pass overlay. So it's really dark. In low lighting, it'll pretty much black out your pass, but in the sun, especially in the park, it looks amazing. You can see our friends through the overlay, and it sparkles black and gold glitter. So if anybody has seen the Subaru cars that have that black paint with the gold fleck, that's kind of what this one reminds me of. And then he decided, he saw me apply the new kaleidoscope overlay to a friend's pass, and he decided that he wanted to do black and gold Pixie Pass with kaleidoscope on top. So let's take a look and see how this bad boy looks. So if you're only doing a single pass overlay, I'll let you know at what point to stop. But otherwise, if you're doing two, this is how you're going to follow along. So what you're going to grab is your card that you're going to apply your overlay to. It can be a paper card like a single day ticket to a theme park. It can be a work ID badge. It can be any card. The flimsy plastic ones. It doesn't have to be these hard ones. Anything like that. Sorry, my hands are sticky from another pass I just applied. So I'm like playing with it. You're going to need another card. We're going to use this card to squeegee the overlay onto the card we're applying it to. And then the overlay designs that you choose. So we're doing black and gold Pixie Pass with the holographic on top. Oh, and don't forget you're going to need a sharp pair of scissors so we can trim the excess off the card. So if your card is dirty, I recommend using a strong rubbing alcohol, something with like a 90% or higher alcohol percentage, and clean the pass. Just take it on a paper towel or even on like a cotton ball, swipe the pass, make sure it's clean, make sure it's smooth, and then make sure it dries all the way before you apply the pass. If you've had your pass for a while, or maybe it's your kid's card and it's really gunky, it would be a good idea to do that just to make sure you get a smooth, good contact to the card and it doesn't give it as much of a chance to peel up. I'm just going to wipe this because I got some of the sticker gunk that was on my hands on there, but it should be good. All right, so I'm going to lay that down on a flat surface here, and I am going to take my first overlay. So for this application here, I'm going to do the black and gold, and I am going to apply that first. And I'm just going to take it here, and I'm going to line it up on my card. So I'm going to show you. I'm going to line it up to make sure that it's not going to cut off in any funky spots. So if I flip it around, you want to make sure that it's not like this, or that it's not cutting off any areas. You don't want to miss the corner or anything like that. So we're just going to line it up on here, make sure it covers all of that bottom there. And once we like where it's aligned, you're just going to take the edge and just gently apply a little bit of pressure. That's just to make sure that the pass stays in place. We're going to put it down on a flat surface, and I'm going to grab my other card. I'm going to hold, I'm right-handed, so I'm going to hold with my left hand. I'm going to hold the annual pass down in place. I'm going to take my other card here, and I'm going to use this to squeegee it on. So you want to make sure you apply some pressure, and kind of in a back and forth sweeping motion, I'm just pushing on the card and applying it just like so. And I'm letting really this card do the work until the backing pops off. This is trash, so we're going to get rid of that. If you are only doing a single overlay, you're going to skip to the scissors part. Since we're doing a double overlay on this one, we are going to apply the next one. So basically, same exact thing. I'm going to peel back a quarter of the overlay. And I'm going to make sure that that lines up on my card all the way, that it's not cutting it off in any funky areas, which that one might have just done. Nope, I got it. I'm good. All right. And then I'm going to put a little bit of pressure on that edge there. And I'm actually applying the majority of the pressure to the stuff that I'm going to cut off. Look how cool that already looks. All right, so we're going to put this down on our flat surface. And same process. I'm holding with my left hand the card, and then we're taking this card and we're going to squeegee this on. If you are left-handed, just flop it. No brainer. With the holographic overlays, they're made of a different material, so they actually require pressure for a good smooth application. So you want to make sure that when you're squeegeeing this on, you're pushing kind of hard. Kind of use a good amount of force and just squeegee and push that on. Let the top card do the work for you. And just squeegee that on until the backing of the overlay pops off. And you can even go back, especially for any reason you have any air bubbles, and just kind of push them out, but make sure you're applying some pressure to that. There we go. And now we're going to lift it off of my table here. And that's what it looks like. We have some excess here along the edges. We're just going to clean that up. So I'm going to take my card and move that out of the way. And I have found a sharp pair of scissors works best. You can also use like an X-Acto knife or just any kind of blade to cut it. And I am just going to follow the edge of the pass. And I am going to cut as close as possible to the edge of the card. This is going to ensure that there is, like right there, see how there's like a piece that's kind of sticking up right there? You want to make sure that there is nothing left that the pass can stick to in your pockets or in your lanyard holder, wherever you keep your card. Also, very important, make sure you round out the edges. So you can see I kind of followed the contour and I did it on that one there. On this one, on this corner here, we are going to kind of just cut the edge there. This, again, will make sure that there's no areas for the card to lift and pull, or the overlay to lift and pull off of the card. It's going to make sure it lasts longer. It doesn't have anything to stick to. And I'm just kind of pulling up the excess off the scissors. I've noticed that that helps me get a cleaner cut as well. Follow that contour. And there's two ways you can do that. You can either do straight cut, and then go back and do corners. Or if you feel talented enough, you can just follow the contour of the card. And if for any reason you miss anything, you can always go back and clean it up. Make sure you've got all the edges there. It helps if you have a sharp, clean pair of scissors. I've actually bought scissors before at the Dollar Tree, and those scissors, they're like the little hair cutting scissors in like the beauty aisle. Those work great. Those work really good for doing little projects like this. So if you don't have any scissors handy in your house, you can pick those up. Those work awesome. All right, so now that my card is cleaned up, look at how cool that looks. So of course, the lighting in here is not so awesome. It's just like my household lighting, but in the parks you will definitely be able to see Mickey and his friends. But even without it, look at how cool that looks. Super fun. I will make sure to link in the description down below the shop link, so you can head over there and purchase overlays from me on my shop. I also do regular overlay meets at Disneyland. I always post those on my Instagram account, so I will put that down below as well. Make sure you follow me on Instagram to get all the latest park news, new overlay designs, and things like that. And subscribe to my channel, because if you can't meet us in the parks or be in the parks as often as we are, I often post, you know, the parades, the shows, things like that, all the fun new things that the park has to offer. So let me know down below if you guys have any questions or which overlay is your favorite. And thanks guys for joining along. See you guys next time. Thanks. Bye.